I just wanted to show you how I went around this cabinet here, because there ain't no way I can get my whacker under this piece here. It's coming here and it went down to 2 1/4 right here, all the way out. So what I did is I cut the paper back there, and then I just glued the back edge with construction adhesive underneath that board. Then I took this gun and angled and just caught the edge of that. And I just did it in a few spots, then I let it set up overnight. And then, to make sure that thing wouldn't go nowhere, I put a little bit of Elmer's glue in the groove of this piece here and then slapped it together. So now this piece under here is being held real well by the construction adhesive back there, and then the glue here, and then a few angled nails, which are not going to be easy. I'm going to have to nail set those in, but I'll do that after everything's all set up. The other thing I wanted to show you is how you can blind nail this with a gun. I suppose you could do it by hand, but this Senko is really good for being able to blind nail. If you go just like that, let's see. So you get a nice blind nail in there. So, see, I got one. I think I was out of nails right there, but I just did one right there, so that's good enough. Okay, we've come to the door. We've come all the way across the house, come to the door, and when you got to get a piece in like this, was really a tough piece to get in, these two pieces. So I basically had to put this piece and this piece and this piece together before, because there's no way of getting this thing slipped in there once this one's down. So I cut it back to about here. I mean, I set it in right here, and then I tapped it gently into place. But it took quite a while to cut it, because there was actually an 1/8 of an inch variance from this side to this side. So I had to cut that with a skill saw, cut a little bit long, and then I belt sanded it straight. And then to get this piece in, I've cut this piece on an angle on the table saw, and I have to come back in here. That's why I have it at an angle, because it will slip in. It will slip in when I cut it like that. Then I got to take this tool and tap it into place. Anyway, it will go there. I don't have to keep wasting film on that. It'll go in, and then I'll just put one more piece there. And real quick, I didn't mention before that I used that tool, and it's very handy against the walls, because you mainly use it to get it tight when you can't bang on it. You use that thing and it'll pull it tight. The other tool that you use, I do most of my cuts with the jigsaw, cutting around little things. As far as, maybe not end cuts, I use this for all my end cuts. The little cuts where I notch and stuff, I use the jigsaw mostly, and every once in a while I use the skill saw and that. And the table saw, I use the table saw all the time. And that's mainly the tools that I use. Okay, I want to show you what I do when I get into the cabinets. First of all, I took all the drawers down low and the doors off. When I put a piece on, slam it like so. This is tight. Put it a couple times, make sure I'm tight. See, I got the refrigerator here, so this is no problem. I can, let me see. There. I can do this without a refrigerator opening. And when I get to the sink, I should be able to do it a little bit more. Right here, I have to take my gun, and it will shoot it just right. I have to be careful. You do that, and then I take my punch out and do that. That's it. That's how you get those tough spots.
I think it looks fantastic.
Pretty much basic carpentry and common sense. Nothing brain science. Did you get the altar here? That's enough. That's plenty. But it looks good, and I think it really warms the place up. So, anyway.